Hey guys, TGT here today, bringing you a video on Ralph in Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies begins and ends by focusing on Ralph, and it is his journey that we follow throughout the story. Ralph has fair hair and is described as attractive and has a degree of natural charisma. Although he is quite typical of a 12-year-old boy, Ralph also displays flashes of maturity and common sense which make him seem older. He has qualities of natural leadership, such as bravery, fairness, and a sense of justice. Ralph is one of the oldest boys and is quickly elected as chief. He is generally fair-minded and decisive. He listens to others but takes control when necessary. Evidence for this is something deep in Ralph spoke for him. "I'm chief. I'll go. Don't argue." He found his voice tended either to disappear or to come out too loud. He looked at Jack. This shows that Ralph speaks in very short sentences, so there's no doubt about what his orders are. However, he is not totally confident in his role, and his voice wavers as he looks for Jack for approval. Ralph is presented as an effective character from his first experience when he is contrasted with Piggy. He has the brains and is also athletic. A quote from the book that shows this is, "You could see now that he might make a boxer, as far as width and heaviness of shoulders went. But there was a mildness about his mouth and eyes that proclaimed no evil." This then shows that Ralph has athletic qualities that would make other boys look up to him, but he also has a generally kind nature which is shown in his face. Ralph quickly realises that the two things that the boys will need are shelter and a signal to attract attention, and he sees that these are achieved. He organises a subgroup to hunt for food and holds assemblies. A quote that shows that he is organised is, "The time had come for the assembly," and as he walked into the concealing splendours of the sunlight, he went carefully over the points of his speech. This meeting must not be fun, but be business. This then shows that he knows that the meeting will be difficult, so he carefully rehearses what he is going to say and the points he is going to cover. Although he is finding this tricky, he perseveres and comes to a firm conclusion. Ralph thinks it's important to have rules and be organised. He has a great sense of fair play and defends others who are weaker than himself. As the novel progresses, Ralph begins to think increasingly about the civilised world that he has left behind. Evidence for this is, once following his father from Chatham to Devonport, they had lived in a cottage on the edge of the moors. Mummy had still been with them and Daddy had come home every day. Wild ponies came up to the stone wall at the bottom of the garden, and it had snowed. This shows that Ralph daydreams about the time when adults made the decisions, and he lived comfortably in a nice house with a nice garden and its own boundaries. He also remembers being formally educated. That's all for this video guys, and as always, thanks for watching.